Hines is the big dog. He's leading by 14 points, having an impressive season. And then it's Todd Owen, Mr. Consistency. 14 points back in second. Keith Rocco shows his winning style, setting in the third spot. And Steven Kopsick started the season with a win, and he wants more. Ronnie Williams has been shy of victory in Adam Scavora's race car, but sets in fourth. Michael Christopher, who's been a big dog in victory lane, is sixth. Noah Corner is seventh. Cornelius Flynn is eighth in the points. Chase Dowling is ninth. And David Arute rounds out the top 10. Our contingency partners for our our SK division is the following: Mayberry Material Handling, $150. New England Race Cars, $150. TickMike.com, $150. Manly Performance Products, $100. North American Motor Car, $100 to the third place finisher. And New England Racing Fuels, the top three highest finishing rookies, receiving $25 each. So,
the key is, man, the winner tonight will get $450 in contingencies.
That is correct.
And that is unique to Stafford. Right now, this is unique to Stafford.
It is the theme from Shaft.
And 22 SK Modifieds are about to roll out. To get you started, here is Ben Dodge.
Car number 14 will be starting at the point. The owner of this car is one of the great all-time veterans. It's Billy Bear Caraccio, driving the People's Choice Mobile machine. Ladies and gentlemen, from Colchester, Connecticut, Brian Narducci.
Next door will be the 67 car. Another young driver from Chatham. In the Missouri Motorsports car, here is Doug Missouri Jr.
Row number 2, it'll be the Raceworks chassis car. Hummel's Hot Dogs, and John Hummel is the owner of the car. From Plantsville, Connecticut, second-generation driver Matt Vassar.
A former SK Light champion will be in car number 55. In the Montanari fuel car, the driver is Teddy Hodgson.
In the next starting position, it will be the number 22 machine. Michael O'Sullivan prepares the Horsepower Hill Farms, Jean-Guy Poulin Kerrigan S&S paving car. From Bethlehem, Connecticut, the very talented car number 22 with Chase Dowling.
By his side, car number 33 from Wilkett in the Jarvis Brothers roofing car, the driver, Michael Jarvis Jr.
He's a champion and always aggressive on the racetrack. The Adam Scavora prepared Les Auto Centers number 50. Ladies and gentlemen, from Ellington, Connecticut, would you welcome Ronnie Williams.
The high roller who finished second in the late models will be starting 8th in the Moeller Motorsports car. Car number 35 for Andrew Moeller.
This kid was racy in practice, the Wheeler Auto Service machine. The John and Mania Rafano owned number 68 from North Haven, Connecticut, Marcello Rafano.
This driver has one win, 2/3 and a 4th, and car number 85, our point leader. He comes from North Haven in the TickMike.com car. The driver is Tyler Hines.
Cooker Construction brings us car number 81 from Somers, Connecticut. They call him the Tenacious One, Todd Owen.
Airgas will be the sponsor of car number 21 from Newtown. He already has one win this year, Steven Kopsick.
The Ronnie Bamforth prepared Bowles Chrysler Dodge Jeep number 76 from Ellington, Connecticut. Great qualifying run for Tommy Bowles.
Then it will be car number 92, a driver known as the Bullet in the Wesson's Motorsports car, Dan Wesson.
Belheggy Farms brings us car number 24, the Neil Flynn machine from Hampton, Mass, Mikey Flynn.
Car number 82 next in line from Wilkett in the Eastport Feeds and PT Watts sponsored car. The driver is Mike Christopher Jr.
Wheeler's Auto Service brings us the 88 from Berlin, Connecticut for Kid Rock, Keith Rocco.
Then it will be David Arute in the 75, Noah Corner in the 31, Jonathan Pulio in the 7, Tyler Leary in the 1, and Dylan Kopak in the green 16.
The green is out. The SK Modifieds come to life like a fresh breath of air as they come off the turn. It is Brian Narducci leading the charge down the back straightaway. Trouble now. We've got Wesson sliding through the center of the infield. And another car spins. It looks like the Bulls, number 76. Caution is out.
And that means we did not finish a lap. As you look at the 92 of Wesson.
Daniel Wesson in the Stash Butova prepared car had a great qualifying run.
He said last week he had a great car, but he made one mistake when he ran into the back bumper with Brian Narducci car, costing him a good finish. But Wesson he has had some giddy up every week. Tommy Bowles in car number 76 has not had much luck to start the season. So it was going to be a battle for the lead early on as Narducci was being challenged by Doug Meserve Jr., but we'll never know what the outcome would have been because the yellow came out.
Well, you know, down on pit road, we've got our pit road reporter. Here comes Keith Rocco. We have no laps up on the board. John Gates, what's going on there?
Yeah, Keith Rocco brings us call before you dig 811, number 88 machine into the pit area. It looks like they're doing some adjustments on the front suspension of that car. So an early pit stop should be no foul, no harm. He's already starting towards the back of the pack, but definitely some frantic work on the front of that car for Keith Rocco. Also coming through the pits with a quick look over was the Daniel Wesson, number 92, involved in that spin on the backstretch. Once again, they are still working on the number 88 machine. We'll try to get some more information as we can.
Looked like Rocco got a piece of that. We're going to see it again.
Here's another look at it right here, Matt. Look at the middle of your screen if you're watching on Flow Racing. And
Wesson is kicked to the curb. Now Rocco trying to escape it to the outside.
Yep.
And I think he might have just got involved. This is like a free pit stop for Rocco because he started 17th. So for him to go to the back, that is not much of an ordeal for him. We are going to go back up to speed with Brian Narducci and Doug Meserve Jr. in the front row.
It's not where you start, it's where you end up. Let's see what's going to happen. Off the turn, Narducci. With Meserve. Meserve is a legendary name in motorsports, but he's pretty new to Stafford. And now, Brian Narducci. But the car to watch seems to be
Matt Vassar in the 11.
All of a sudden, they come off the turn, and the 55 of Teddy Hodgson comes to life. White car on the outside. Chase Dowling is there. And to the outside of Chase Dowling, it looks like, Matt, that things are already starting to get heated at the front of this field because Michael Jervis is there, and here comes Ronnie Williams.
And it is Teddy Hodgson, the car that's outside of Chase Dowling. And now it is Meserve to the outside of Dowling as Chase picks up some momentum. Matt Vassar, he got bumped around a week ago. He came back. He said he wanted to set the record straight. He's doing a good job of doing that in the early going.
Meanwhile, back up front, leader still holding on. Battle is for third. Dowling in the Dan Avery race car. And now Chase Dowling said he was happy with his car after practice and qualifying. He's up to the third spot. Dowling clicked off the quickest lap of the race. So far, 19.577. Chase Dowling is hungry for success with this car. Dives to the inside, down underneath Vassar. Dowling is a man possessed, and he takes over second.
Boy, that was a roller coaster move by Dowling to get underneath Vassar.
Oh, we've got one down through the lawn. And we're not sure if that's going to bring out a caution or not because we've got a car. Wesson, again, is involved.
And there is another car that was part of the incident.
Yep. And we're not sure. That might be the 76 again, Matt.
Well, it is white and purple, but we will wait until we get a better look at it. Daniel Wesson, he has started this race with a headache as 2 cautions in 5 laps.
Now, let's take a look at timing and scoring here. Let's go back to the last completed lap, and Brian Narducci had a 19.628. Chase Dowling had a 19.542, which is the fastest lap of 5. Then Matt Vassar had an 8.46, and Meserve had a 7.72.
Now, the adjustment from Brian Narducci to go from last year when he drove for Todd Owen to Billy Coluccio has been taking a long time. We will explain it later, but right now let's go to pit road and John Gates.
Yeah, they continue working on the air gas number 88 of Keith Rocco, that front end. They're trying to align that front end. He definitely has some issues there with that machine. The jacks are not out, but they are still aligning that. Also, looking at the rear of the number 35 Bud service machine, driven by Andrew Moeller. Moeller in that 35, looking for a good finish here tonight. Also in the pit area, David Arute. Arute drives that number 75 machine, and he's pit side with some adjustments, and it looks as though he's out as well as Andrew Moeller, but they are still working on the 88 car, and a tough break so far for Keith Rocco.
The point we were making is that the transition has been tough for Brian Narducci because he used to drive for Todd Owen last year. Todd Owen sets up his cars differently than Billy Bear Coluccio does. So it's been a little bit of an adapting period for Brian Narducci.
We're just looking at the replay. We had a great angle as it came right at us, and it appears that the Bulls machine got a little bit out of shape, kind of after the fact. Wesson went down through the grass. He's back out, and it appears that Bowles is back out, and so isn't Keith Rocco. So the complexion is about to change. Brian Narducci, who once dominated the racing action, driving for Todd Owen in the SK Lights. The Bear is the man that turns the wrenches and the magic for the 14 car. Chase Dowling, considered one of the best in modified racing. Green flag is out. Narducci has a little giddy up, but watch out because here comes Dowling up on the wheel, down the back straightaway, starts to string it out just a bit. Narducci dives in at a ton. They swing and sway as they come off the turn. Brand new leader emerges. Chase Dowling, car number 22.
And he did it the hard way to overhaul Narducci on the outside. Now trying to move to the outside groove is Doug Meserve Jr. as he gets to within striking distance of Narducci. Vassar is there. Jarvis
so is
fighting for fifth.
We've got another spin, and this time we're not sure who that was. It might have been the Todd Owen car.
Well, we get a better look at it now, and Mikey Flynn involved as he got into the
81.
side. He hit Owen between the 8 and the 1. Noah Corner also there, and it's been a frustrating start for Andrew Moeller.
Let's see if we can get a replay
as he is involved in another jingle.
And there is the number 31 machine. He was doing a good job. Noah Corner started back in 19th position. Todd Owen started in the 11th spot, so they were marching forward. And now Keith Rocco's car is stopped on the backstretch underneath the Broadbrook Brewing Company billboard. So things are starting to change rather drastically as down on pit road. Let's go back down to John Gates. John, we've got Todd Owen coming in.
Yeah, Todd was involved in that wreck. It did not look like he made contact. The crew was really thanking that he did not make hard contact, so they are going to bring him in. There is some sheet metal damage to the Barnes Pools and Stones number 81. Looks like they're going to pull that away from the rear tire. Also in the pit area in the Dodge Challengers, Tommy Bowles, number 76 machine. Tommy's already had a couple of problems here out on the Speedway, and we're going to see if some more cars come. But once again, work on the Todd Owen car is quick, and he is off and underway.
We're looking at a replay of it, John, here at Broadcast Central. And Owen's car does get tapped. And it does go around, and it looked like, as we look at timing and scoring, it might have been the number 82 car.
I think he got tapped a couple of times. And then at the end by Mikey Flynn. Todd Owen, I didn't really realize this, but early in the season, you know, Todd Owen's had some great finishes.
Yes, he has.
But he usually is at his best during the hot weather
He
period.
is.
He is known as a hot weather driver. So anything he can do in the early part of the season is an added bonus.
Here we go. 6 of the 40 now complete. Dowling is the brand new leader. First time this season we've seen the Dowling car running this racy up front. Let's see what's going to happen as they come off turn number 4. Green is out. And Narducci with his foot right through the carburetor, but Dowling drifts up just a bit. Pretty good strategy as they're evenly matched down the back straightaway. Vassar gets a second win. Meserve is there, but Dowling becomes the point of the arrow. Chase Dowling manhandles the 22 off turn number 4. And Dowling had it for a moment, Matt, but what's going to happen off 2?
Narducci trying to Pinocchio his way back into the lead to get the nose out in front. Vassar holding off Meserve for third. Now Jarvis started to rumble alongside Hodgson. two drivers to keep an eye on are Ronnie Williams and Marcello Refrano.
And Teddy Hodgson just in front of them. Tyler Hines, he hasn't showed his cards yet, but Dowling is the leader. Meanwhile, keep your eyes on that outside groove. Now all of a sudden, Michael Jervis sees the door open on the inside as Meserve gets shuffled back. Marcello Refrano, and now Tyler Hines is threading the needle to the front. Now, it appears that Narducci tried a whole different line that time and almost was able to get down underneath Chase Dowling.
Yeah, he almost caught
Dowling
by surprise. We have a mess underneath the Napa sign as Pulio is there. I think Moeller is involved again.
And I think, is it the Rocco car? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is
Rocco,
car number 88.
Car number 88.
Keith Rocco, it wasn't for bad luck. He'd have no luck at all tonight.
Remember, he was a winner a week ago, getting his 75th career win.
And the 1X is also involved for Tyler Leary.
Tyler Leary started at the rear of the field.
And JP, Jonathan Pulio, with that Mr. Reuter machine. Let's go down to John Gates. John?
Yeah, not a good sight here in the Keith Rocco pits. It looks like that front end has absolutely been destroyed here on the car. As far as the suspension goes, that is, on the 88. That car is looking pretty bad right now. Let's see if they can get that thing fixed, but doesn't look good with the 88. Several other cars coming down. Pulio comes through in the Mr. Reuter number 7 machine, and it looks like the 81 of Owen is still coming, supposed to be coming into the pit area, but work does go on here on the 88. Tough break there and a pretty hard hit going into turn number 3.
The 1X machine was also lost the right rear tire. The rim is still on the car, but the tire is completely gone. We're looking at it, mid-pack of cars. Everybody got on the binders, bumper tag. End results was a mad scramble.
Things got congested
Yes,
in
they
turn
did.
3.
Yep. And that congestion, Clarendon can't clear that out.
I'm going to write that down and use it tomorrow night, if it's okay with you. We will take another look at the Flow Racing replay. And David Root did a good job to avoid the havoc that was created as they helter-skelter their way.
Did a great job.
Into turn number 3.
Pulio had no place to go. He was tagged from behind. That was the reason for him involved. And then it looks like the Leary car, that's when the tire came off the rim. And from that point, he was stuck. Let's go back down to John Gates. John?
Yeah, Ben, the sledgehammers are out for the number 24 of Mikey Flynn. Left rear damage on the O-Hub Pettit Racing Engines number 24. So a tough break for Mikey. It looks like the 16 machine has come pit side here. And that is Dylan Kopech behind the wheel. So 16 in the pits. But we're going green flag racing.
We sure are. And up on the wheel, no surprises here. As they rumble into turn number 2, Dowling with his foot through the carburetor. Here comes Narducci down the back straightaway.
Little 3 wide action, and everybody able to survive that.
Nobody's able to get away from anybody in the swarm of cars that come off the turn, but Dowling is still the leader. 10 of the 40 laps now complete.
Michael Jarvis on the attack in car number 33.
Christopher is moving forward. Ronnie Williams. Now they've broken into the top 7.
Refrano is in the upper tier of cars. He's on the inside, currently running 5th.
They found some magic with the 22 car during the off week. And look at Teddy Hodgson. Oh, he comes together with Marcello Refrano.
But he picked up 2 positions.
Oh, and Tyler Hines gets the shimmy.
Man, it is physical racing as Hines trying to trampoline underneath Ronnie Williams.
And Todd Owen is back into life.
That is a battle for the number 8 spot.
And Tyler Hines continues to pick up the pace as it still remains 13 now of 40. Things are starting to settle in just a bit. Here comes Todd Owen. He moves down underneath Williams, makes contact with Marcello Refrano, the bump and run. And Todd Owen moves in and picks up yet another position.
Eighth place, and he was in the graveyard a few laps ago, and now he is in the Elite 8.
Fastest car on the racetrack, Tyler Hines, running in 6th, the 85, 19.407. Dowling, 19.519 is your leader. And now, a little further back, Marcello Rufrano is being pressured by Michael Christopher. That's the 9th and the 10th position.
Now Dowling's lead over Narducci is 0.3 of a second. In the middle of the action is Matt Vassar, as he is right behind Michael Jarvis. And now making a move, Teddy Hodgson. Remember, Teddy Hodgson had 2 terrible weeks. Right now he's in the top 5, trying to hold off Tyler Hines. Tyler Hines has been 4th or better in every race so far this year.
And he's got a fast race car. That black machine looks like a shadow as it works to the outside of now head Teddy Hodgson, pulls back in the line, 17, 18, just 2 laps shy of the halfway marker in this event. Dowling is starting to string it out, 465 to a 555, and that is the margin as Dowling is getting into a zone of his own as the leader.
Now, one of the most persistent drivers is Ronnie Williams. He has tried to get underneath Mike Christopher to get into the top 10. Now he gives it a shot.
Halfway.
Coming off of turn number 3 at the halfway point of the race. And Mike Christopher will not give that spot up. Here is Hines getting underneath Hodgson.
Tyler Hines working his magic through traffic. The shadow. Now up to the top 5. 5 isn't good enough. Meanwhile, pit for second. Michael Jarvis down underneath Narducci. And Michael Jarvis has moved in. Oh, we got a spin. Spin to the inside of the racetrack. Will that bring out a caution? Cannot get the car fired up. And it looks like we're still staying under green.
18 to go. And Jarvis was able to get by Narducci. There is Hodgson. He had a top 5 car before that happened to him, and the yellow comes out with Chase Dowling in the lead.
The Montanari fuel machine, Teddy Hodgson, if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. 22 shows for the lap. 22 shows for the leader of the event. This is the John Guy Poulin race car. Kerrigan, Chase Dowling's longtime friends and sponsors of the car, including S&S Paving on the Dan Avery machine, the John Guy Poulin car.
Well, we have had some good battles in this race, Ben, and one was between Mike Christopher Jr. and Ronnie Williams for 10th. We have action on pit road and making his way.
Ronnie Williams.
That is Ronnie Williams, so an important development in this race. And let's see what John Gates knows as Ronnie Williams goes on to pit road.
Yeah, the Les Auto Care number 50 comes pit side. Ronnie trying to get a little bit more speed out of that car. He did get shuffled back. The car was definitely moving forward, but a couple of close calls there for Williams. Car gets shuffled back, and they are trying to make some adjustments, get a little bit quicker. A heartbreaker for the number 55 team. That team having problems so far this year, multiple problems with wrecks and just some hard luck. But Teddy's out of the race once again. It looks like the 55 just lost power on the front stretch. He kept weaving and wagging, trying to get that thing refired, could not do it, spun out, and now the caution flag's out.
Well, the heartbreaker there. We've had 5 cautions, all for minor spins. 2 different lead changes. One was the leader, car number 14, Narducci, led for the first 5 laps, and then the second leader became Chase Dowling, who took the lead on lap number 6. Narducci started from the pole. Dowling started from the 5th position. We look at timing and scoring. It shows Michael Jarvis will be alongside of Dowling up front. Narducci will be in the second row with Tyler Hines. And Hines is the guy I think to watch, Matt.
Hines is definitely the guy to watch, but Narducci, he seems to do well in the early portion of the green flag runs So usually at the start of the green is when he is at his best. So that is going to be a great battle between two of the graduates of Wild Thing Karts.
Let's take a look back in that third row. Remember Todd Owen, he was in and out of pit road, spun earlier. He's the comeback kid of the night. He's up to the 6th spot. Matt Vassar hasn't been out of the top 5 at all tonight. Hats off to him and the Hummel's hot dog machine. Marcello Rafano has been kicked around a bit, but still stayed strong. In the 7th position, Stephen Kopsick is up to 8. Kopsick said earlier tonight in the paddock area he was running on the older rubber tonight, part of his strategy in the tire management program. Then it's Michael Christopher in the 9th spot, David Root up to the 10th position. Place your bets now if you're home in your living room or you're right here in the grandstands here at Stafford. Beautiful night for racing as Chase Dowling looks to get back in winning form here at Stafford. Matt?
In 4 races this year, Dowling has been 4th, 17th, 11th, and 8th. So he is looking for his first podium of the year, but I think Michael Jarvis is going to make him earn it.
I think Tyler Hines is also going to make that story come to fruition as they come off turn number 4, but Dowling is one of the best. Back to the stripe they come. Dowling up on the wheel. Looks good.
Narducci goes around as he is whacked from behind.
And, Tyler Hines was involved in that mix-up. What a heartbreaker for him. You can see the left front wheel. He is on the backstretch underneath the Long View trailers billboard. And it appeared that Todd Owen perhaps pulled off the Timex timely move of the event. You know why I say that? He stopped, and he stopped in the neck of time, Matt.
Noah Corder was involved. You see the car number 31.
And what a heartbreaker for Tyler Hines with that number 85 machine. After running so strong, clicked off the quickest lap of the event. And it all happened right behind Chase Dowling, where Michael Jervis was there, and car number 11 is going to receive the consultation flag for aggression on the racetrack. He's being told by his spotter and race control as he pulls out of line. So Vassar's good run suddenly has a change, and I'm going to head back down to John Gates. John, anything else happening down there, buddy?
Well, Brian Narducci all the way down the end of the pits area here at Stafford. The 14 car is jacked up. We also have the 11, of course, coming through after the black flag. It'll be basically a stop and go for him. But, yeah, they're looking at the left rear of the Brian Narducci number 14 car. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a close call there, and that machine really could have been destroyed there with the spin in front of all those fast machines, but it looks like the guys did some really good driving to get around the number 14.
They certainly
And one
did.
of those fast machines was Tyler Hines.
Yes.
He got
He
stuck.
did it. He made it
tried
through.
to get by, almost got by
Yep.
between Narducci and the wall. So a tough break for him as there was contact. Narducci got off to a pretty good start, but he got jackhammered, and Matt Vassar, they did some service to that car, and right now the 31, Noah Corner.
Noah Corner started
rookie
19th, Matt.
Rookie driver.
Yep, started way in the back of the pack, so he's shown great improvement as well. You know, among the shining stars of the first quarter of this season has to be Tyler Hines. You know, we're looking at a replay of it. There is the 14 snapping around. Tyler Hines was almost there, and then with just a little bit of a rub, the left front tire got tagged and it folded back like an accordion. And that was all she wrote as car number 85. But Tyler Hines, this is the year of Tyler Hines, and you have to give that kid a lot of credit. Last year, he didn't have the best equipment, but this year that equipment is much better and it's paying off. Down on pit road to John Gates. John?
Yeah, Ben, that is so true. The 85, absolute rocket ship this year. Tyler, man, tough break. You were biding your way, man, getting up towards the front, and what happened?
Yeah, I mean, we had a really fast car, just trying to get through the front cleanly, and I don't know what happened there. I know it looked like 14 got sideways coming into the turn and just, a victim of circumstance, unfortunately. It sucks because this car was awesome. I think we really had a shot at the win tonight, so come back next week just as strong as ever.
There he is, man. That's a good driver out of tonight's race. Tyler Hines with damage to the 85 machine.
He's a good guy all the way around, so it's you can see the disappointment on his face, Matt.
Yeah, but he was pretty determined he will be back. We look at it from a head-on look. Our turn 1 camera.
Dowling is the leader, and then there it is.
Fisticuffs between the 11 and the 14.
Yep.
And
That's
as Tyler said, Narducci went sideways, and there was nowhere for Tyler Hines to go. He tried to Houdini his way between the 14 car and the wall and couldn't squeeze through. So some substantial damage to that number 85 car. And sometimes the safest place to be is in the front. Michael Jarvis's record this year, he started the season with a 5th, then a 10th, then a 21st, and then a 6th. So Michael Jarvis has had 3 of his 4 races in the top 10. So this is not a mirage. He should be up here now with 18 laps to go.
Stephen Kopsick, we haven't talked about him much tonight. He started in the 12th position. Now Kopsick with that number 21 car, another one of those air gas cars, the Newtown Service Center machine. He has been quietly but cautiously. Now he said earlier to me tonight in the paddock area, he said, I don't have new rubber on the car. My strategy is to make my tire inventory work. He said, I just want a consistent good run. He's got that TA engine's big power beneath the hood of that race car, setting in the 5th spot. Keep your eyes on car 21. He's not done yet. His best friend, Chase Dowling, is up front, but Todd Owen is knocking on heaven's door, and Michael Jervis, the same music is being played.
And right now, the march favors Chase Dowling. A little bit of a stutter step, but he asserts himself back into the lead, but not for long. Here comes Jarvis. Jarvis trying to clear Dowling.
And with him comes Marcello Ruffano. Ruffano isn't happy to settle for second, 3 wide. They come off the turn, back to the stripe. Jervis is the leader. Marcello Ruffano is second, and Dowling is still digging in on the bottom.
And they are still 3 wide as they head down into turn 3. Trying to break away Marcello Ruffano.
Here
he
comes
has
Dowling.
the lead, but Dowling gets it back.
Dowling comes off the turn. He has a little bit less giddy up, but a lot of determination. But the brand new leader emerges as Marcello Ruffano. Here comes Jarvis. Here comes Michael Christopher. Out of nowhere, Todd Owen is there. Dowling is there. 5 cars under a blanket. Back to the line, 25 and counting here at Stafford.
Mike Christopher is part of the top 5. As the top 5 could fit in a jack-o'-lantern. Trying to spook the field, Marcello Ruffano. Dowling, room on the inside. Right behind him is Owen.
Here comes Michael Christopher on the top side. Here comes Owen on the bottom side. They've worked their magic back off turn number 4. Leader still remains Ruffano. The margin, that is what, between first and second?
0.2 of a second. Now we are looking at Kopchak. Right there with him. What a miraculous comeback for Moeller. Moeller fighting with a root.
And they are side by side. Meanwhile, Michael Christopher, just a lap or so ago, he looked like Superman. Off the turn. Now Dowling is working over Marcello Ruffano. Bottom shot move. Brand new leader emerges, Chase Dowling, back in command. Here comes Todd Owen, right on the heels. Now Owen dives to the bottom. Can't do it. Marcello Ruffano is back in second.
As Owen trying to make a slingshot move to move underneath Ruffano. Ruffano on the attack. Going after Dowling, coming out at turn number 4. Also on the outside, Mike Christopher. We have 4 drivers in the battle, and right now it is Dowling, but he is surrounded by the enemy.
10 laps to go when they come back to the stripe. Dowling has picked up the pace, picked up the giddy up, and he is the new band leader off turn number 4. Marcello Ruffano runs in his tire tracks. Then it's Owen, then it's Christopher, then it's Michael Jervis. Oh, trouble now. Owen tags Ruffano, gathers it back. No harm, no foul there. Here comes Michael Christopher. Bold move to the inside, off turn number 4. Back to the stripe they come.
Christopher getting underneath Owen. So Mike Christopher is now into the top 3. Jarvis has been dropped back into 5th. At the front of the field, it is still Dowling. Now it is Steve Kopchak as He has had a great second half of the race, and he is in the top 6.
He certainly is, and he's not done yet. Meanwhile, up front, Marcello Ruffano tried to take a nip at the back bumper of the John Guy Poulin Drywell machine. Couldn't do it as Chase Dowling shakes him off like a dog who has fleas.
And we have 7 laps remaining, and what has been a barn burner. Mike Christopher Jr., he has a pretty good finishing kick. Todd Owen, the man who doesn't give up, is running in 4th. He has had his ups and downs. As a little deeper in the field, we see Kopchak being surrounded by David Arute in the 75.
There's no question about it. It is still a battle up front, but Dowling's car is getting stronger each and every circuit. 5 laps to go, the high 5. Been a tough season for the number 22 team, but Chase Dowling is showing his style tonight.
Differential, 0.3 of a second. So we'll see if Ruffano can make it up. Mike Christopher, he has, what does he say for the final 4.5 laps? Owen in 5th, and Jarvis is there. Kopchak, he has stayed out of trouble, done a great job. Down to 4 laps to go with Dowling in front by 0.2 of a second.
Off the turn, Dowling comes off like a rocket. Michael Christopher is moving in. Marcello Ruffano is there. 36 show up on the board. This is 37. Clock is ticking. Here comes Michael Christopher. Bold move to the inside. Going, gone. Michael Christopher is 1 spot away. Last week's winner in the Tour Type Modifieds. Before he won this season. Time is kicking out. 1 mile left, and Dowling is in command. The margin is what, Matt?
0.3 of a second. So we'll see if Christopher can make it up. Now, what Dowling likes to see, if Christopher can battle Ruffano for a second, they'll forget about him. But here is Dowling as he is able to rocket his way out of the corner.
1 lap to go.
The gap between Dowling and Christopher, 0.4 of a second. Dowling expanding his lead.
As they head down the back straightaway, Chase Dowling in the Jean Guy Poulin car, the Michael O'Sullivan prepared car. Dowling showing his superior driving style. Checkered flag is out. Chase Dowling is going to take down the win. Michael Christopher to finish in 2nd. Marcello Ruffano to finish in 3rd. Todd Owen for 4th. And Michael Jervis for 5.
Then in 6, what a run he had, Stephen Kopchak. David Arute, a strong 7th. And 8th was
Good
Jonathan
comeback.
Pulio, his best ever finish. And then in 9th, Ronnie Williams. And 10th was Andrew Moeller.
Matt Vassar comes back to finish 11th. Dylan Kopech from scratch for 12th. Tommy Bowles for 13th. Brian Narducci for 14th. And Daniel Wesson for 15th.
Then in 16th, Doug Meserve Jr. In 17th, Tyler Hines. In 18th, Noah Corner. In 19th, Teddy Hodgson. Keith Rocco finishing in 20th. Then Mikey Flynn in 21st. And Tyler Leary, the first car knocked out, in 22nd. Contingencies, $150 to the race winner, Chase Dowling from Mayberry Material Handling. He'll also get $150 from New England Race Cars. And Chase Dowling will also get $150 from TickMike.com. Our second place driver, Mike Christopher Jr., will get $100 from Manley Performance Products. And our third place driver will be getting $100 from North American Motor Car, and that's Marcello Ruffano. Our top 3 of Dowling, Christopher, and Ruffano will be getting $25 gas cards from New England Racing Fuel Sunoco brand. And the top rookie will be getting $25 for a gas card, and that will be Jonathan Pulio, who finished 8th overall. So our top 3 are at Napa Victory Lane. And already out of the car. He doesn't take very long, does he, Ben?
No,
Chase Dowling.
doesn't.
It looked like Marcello Ruffano had something for him. That was not the case.
So the S&S Asphalt Paving number 22 goes to Victory Lane. Chase Dowling, man, boy, that was a dogfight out there. A lot of fun to watch, and congratulations.
Yeah, those restarts kept me on my toes. You know, we were getting pushed from behind a lot, and made the outside guy think I was trying to go, and I wasn't really trying to go. I was trying to wait for the box room. A lot of pushing and shoving. I kind of lost it on the restart there because just got beat in the restart. So came back over here and held strong and got by Ruffano and just kind of put my head up. But
real long week for these guys. Michael Sullivan, really, really tough season that we started off with, and just never gave up. You know, these guys don't want to quit, and it shows. We come back in victory lane. So I can't thank Dan Avery enough. Horsepower Hill Farm, SNS Asphalt Paving, JG Poolin, Waddell Communications. Ken's here from Stone and Lime. That's pretty cool. Kerrigan Heating and Air Conditioning. I mean, there's so many guys. Pettit for the Power, Stafford Motor Speedway. I'm going to forget someone, so I'm sorry. But overall, great day for this team.
All right, man, there's the top driver right there, Chase Dowling, going to victory lane here in the SK Modifieds. Not an easy task. Let's talk to our second and third place finishers. And, boy, I tell you, it was a tough run there for the 82 coming up through the pack. Mike Christopher Jr., he'll finish second in that potent number 82 machine. Talking it over with Dad right now. And, Mike, I'll tell you what, a lot of fun watching the 82 come through. And second place, man, you're going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, real happy. I didn't think we were going to be anywhere close to the podium tonight. Obviously, we started in the back, missed the qualifying. We've had issues with brakes all day. So to come home second, I'm actually really happy and really surprised, to be honest with you. Got to thank Eastport Feeds, New England Turf Management, my dad, my whole crew, Marcus, Justin, Slick, everyone else that helps out, Sign Pro, Sean Waddell, and everyone else on the car.
All right, good work there. Second place, he'll go to it. Mike Christopher Jr., he's there in second. Let's talk to Marcello Rafrano. And Marcello, man, 68 car, looked like he might have had a win earlier, man. But, hey, good piece of driving, a lot of fun.
No, we definitely had a good piece tonight. Just got to thank Jeff Rocco, the whole crew, Jimmy, Nikki, my father, my Uncle Joe, my brother Giancarlo, and just everyone that came out tonight. Just came a little short there. I think we had something on the outside there brewing, but after we got going, I think Chase had definitely a lot more forward drive than me at the end, and I tried everything I could. I was just trying different lines there, trying to see if I can get back up to him, give him one last run. But the 22 guys are definitely on their stuff, and 82 as well. But it was a lot of fun racing tonight. It's good to be battling up front here again in the SK Modifieds, and I just thank all the fans for coming out here tonight. Just one step closer to normality.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and a good run there. And good to see Marcello here in the top three in our SK Modifieds. Good hard charger here at Stafford. So, wow, what a great feature event, guys.
Certainly was. There's no question about all of that. Want to remind you, the race fans, we do it all over again. Next Friday night, our weekly racing series divisions are back in winning form here at Stafford. If you've enjoyed tonight's presentation, tell a friend, bring a friend. We want you here to witness the excitement. We remind you that tickets go on sale. They are $20 for an adult ticket, $5 ages 6 through 14, and 5 and under admitted absolutely free. Reserve seating is priced at $25, and we certainly would love to see you here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Tonight, it's been a great night of competition. There's no question about it. Some new winners, some repeat winners, and some of the same. Don't forget also, more great racing action is in store coming up on June 11th for the Twisted Tea Open Modified 80. That'll be taking place here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And, of course, the Open Tour Type Modifieds coming out, 35 cars strong with all your favorite weekly divisions as well. On behalf of our entire broadcast team here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, consisting of John Gates, who covered the action down on pit road this evening, Mr. Auto Racing, Matt Buckler, I'm Ben Dodge. You know, here we refer to ourselves